All right, for our presentation, there are several very important factors that you've got to get down. First and foremost, you have got to really have this memorized. You've got to break it down. We break it down into 10 steps. You have to memorize each step. You've got to put them together, and you have to sound perfect really on day one when you're sitting with somebody. And so you've got to treat this as serious as if Warner Brothers just offered you $1 million contract to come learn these lines and put on a believable performance and a good performance. Not just how well you say it, though, what you're saying. Every single word counts. And that's why not only do you have to learn this and get it down and type it and listen to it over and over again and practice over and over again, and then obviously go out and expect to cut your teeth. You better get yourself some old leads, some aged leads, and just know you've got to go out there and cut your teeth, and it's not going to be pretty. And you might land a sale or two. We have a lot of people selling, obviously, big numbers in their first week, but you've got to go out there and you've just got to obviously go and put what you've practiced into action. And so everybody's going to learn at a different pace. It just comes down to how bad you want this. You better remind them of their doctor or their lawyer. You don't want to remind them of their friend Ben up the street, okay? Because Ben, they're likable, but they don't remind them of their doctor or their lawyer. They remind them of Ben up the street. And that is why it's so important to remain as professional as possible in front of these folks. If they're cussing a lot, you do not want to be cussing with them, because you know what? They're going to look at you differently when you do that, because their doctor or lawyer would not have done that with them. And so don't mistake building rapport for going in there and reminding them of these other salespeople of just, tell me your life story and, the pictures on the wall. Because guess what? They probably let someone else in there. And of all the sales things that I've been trained on over 16 years at this point, that's absolutely what they're trained to do. Everybody pretty much goes and does the same thing. So now they're associating you, and you might have just said something at the door like, this won't take long, or I can't take up too much time with you, like I say. And you want to keep everything congruent. You want to keep it moving. And so that's why it's very important just to go in there and ask a couple of questions like you'll hear, and then transition right into just, here's that dental card that I had told you about, and going in with those benefits. And so folks, listen and hear. You've got to really get this down. You have to memorize it. I have an army of people who sound almost like I do, but it doesn't stop there. You really want to be an artisan. You really want to be a pro and a master. Well, guess what? 2 years in, I was recording myself in the houses, going back and listening to the whole thing. 2-hour sessions. Now, your average should just be 90 minutes. That's your average. That is how long you should be in the homes. If you're going way faster than that, probably going to experience a lot of turnover. If you're going way longer than that, you really need to trim out what you're saying. In fact, you need to record yourself in these houses more than anybody, but everybody. If you want to be a pro, you record yourself, and you're going to hear a lot of crap that you say that you do not want, and you're going to cut it. And you're going to cut it because you're going to remember hearing it right at that point. You're not even going to realize you're saying it, and you'll stop. You'll stop. And trimming the fat, being as succinct as possible, treating your own time valuably, but also treating these people in their time respectfully. Listen, they want you out of there too. Most of these people, some of them want you to stick around, and they're the weird ones, right? I'm just kidding. So with that, folks, take this seriously as a heart attack, as serious as $1 million, because if you learn this presentation and you take advantage of the benefits that we have and this public service announcement style, utilizing the life insurance buyer's guide that's in every policy out there, going through the 5 main types of life insurance, you are going to ease your way around into finding out their insurance information. But we have to make sure that we remember pivotal points of this presentation, just like when you're asking which company they have. You don't want to let them know that you're looking for the policy. You just want to ask, which company was it that you had your that you have your life insurance through, so that you can Google that number immediately and get that phone number, that customer service phone number, waiting for them to give you some type of nonsense rebuttal. I don't know where it is, blah, blah, blah. That's no problem. Boom, hit it, ring, speakerphone, you let it ring once. That's okay. That's no problem. I actually have their information right here, and we can just pull them on the line, and we can find out exactly what it is you have, and head down into your book or your iPad, sliding on something, getting something else done. A couple beats go by, and then you can start your small talk. Folks, take this seriously. You are the professional. That front door is your office door. Obviously, treat everybody with the utmost respect. I believe that we want to be as non-confrontational as we possibly can. We want to use attractive language that's going to lead the client to the best decision as possible. And we're prepared based on the time that we spent in and invested on learning what to say. We learn what we have to say, but folks, there's no way around it. If you're new in this business, you're going to miss sales that you have to learn from and not miss them again, or at least maybe take a couple times to get it fine-tuned and refined. Hey, if you put the effort in, there's no way you can fail. We'll see you at the top.